Hi, I'm Tim Redding Jr., General Manager of Dublin Ford Lincoln, and I'm proud to call Dublin, Georgia my home. It's my pleasure to introduce our excellent sales team, and we are ready to serve you and the surrounding areas. And they are Graham Slater, General Sales Manager, Michael Gray, Business Manager, and the rest of our professional sales staff includes Mark Cox, Steve Sams, Adam Myler, Colby Howard, and Seth Young. We invite you to come visit us today at Dublin Ford Lincoln, where others call you customers, but we call you friends.
Hello everyone and welcome to Southwest Lawrence Elementary School, where we're talking with Dr. Aurelia Tippett. And Doctor, congratulations on your new position.
Well, thank you, Ron. It is great to be here at Southwest.
You have quite a bit of experience in administration. You've been at the middle school, I know, for several years. How many years exactly?
10 years
Wow.
at West Lawrence Middle School, where I worked with Mr. George Knight and then Mr. Tim Franks. So I had great leadership role models.
Yes, and we'll go back just a moment, if I may, because of so many times hearing about George Knight and the opportunities and advancement that he helped other people with. He was a good leader. So share with us a little bit about working with him.
Mr. Knight loved children. He had a phenomenal memory and could tell you all about the families of Lawrence County, and the families meant a great deal to him. History was a particular love of his. And in education, he knew that that was the way to improve lives. And so he was always constantly encouraging his entire staff, not just me, but everyone, to take a personal interest in the children and encourage them to reach for their dreams. Mr. Tim Franks does the same. Mr. Franks names the children and is involved. He's even gone and watched them play in their Little League games before. So those are the kind of things that Lawrence County school leaders are doing, because we care about the children and we want to be involved with the kids.
Tell us about where you studied, where you went to high school, where you're originally from, where you went to college as well.
My high school has been in national news lately, West Lawrence High School. I graduated from there several years ago. We won't say exactly which year,
Oh, really?
but I was involved there. And very proud of that school, very proud of the standards that are evident in the West Lawrence High School family at this point, and the people there. I have a lot of fond memories. When I graduated then from the University of Georgia, I worked in Dougherty County in Albany for a while, for about a year, and decided I wanted to pursue a master's degree at Georgia College in Milledgeville. So I went there and took a job at West Lawrence High School. So I came home again, and I taught English there for many years. When I got married, I lived in Savannah for a while and worked there, and was actually made a department chair there, so got a little bit of administrative training there. Returned to Lawrence County, and I was fortunate. I worked on the east side at East Lawrence Elementary under Mr. Woodrow Billups for a while. And then returned to West Lawrence High School to teach English again. And I also worked with the drama program. So very, very fortunate, very blessed. And obtained my specialist degree and my doctorate degree from Georgia Southern. So,
Ms. Tippett, you have worked hard, and you know the system very well.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So,
and I'm, one of my friends calls me a homegrown product.
yeah.
So I am. But I'm very proud of that, very proud of the opportunities that education in Lawrence County afforded me. And at Southwest Lawrence Elementary, my staff and I want to afford those same opportunities to our children here in the southwest part of the county. We want to give them the foundations that they need so that they can go to the University of Georgia. I'm very proud of that. And they can attend other colleges, Georgia Southern University. We have some fine schools in the middle Georgia and Georgia area. And our children need to know that the world can be their oyster and that they can reach for their dreams and achieve those dreams with our help.
And what a wonderful, rewarding opportunity you have.
That's true. I have a great opportunity and a very fulfilling calling, if you will, to work with children. And I think we're very blessed here at Southwest Lawrence Elementary because I think our staff is one of the best teaching staffs I've ever seen. I visited a kindergarten class yesterday, and I said, "Do you know what kind of school you're at?" And the little boy raised his hand. He said, "We're at the best school in the world." And I said, "You're absolutely right." So then my follow-up question for them was, what makes our school the best school in the world, the best elementary school in the world? And then the little girl said, "Dr. Tippett, it's because we have the greatest teachers." And we do have an incredible staff.
Really, yeah.
We have a wonderful support staff here. We have a nurse, secretaries, lunchroom ladies, custodians. Other support people include our paraprofessionals, our librarian. We have a very caring family feeling here at Southwest. Years ago, my own children attended Southwest Elementary on 441, and one of the reasons I love that school, and love this school so much is with Southwest, there's a sense of family. There's a sense of caring. If something happens to one of our family members, we're all involved. We're all there to support. That has not changed. That's the school that Southwest Lawrence Elementary is. So I could not be happier.
Dr. Tippett, you have probably a few goals in coming in here.
Yes.
Share those with us.
We are very fortunate. We have a really strong community support through our PTO. So thanks to our PTO and our Lawrence County Board of Education, we're able to provide a little more technology this year for our children. Our kindergarten students, those classes are going to have 5 iPads, for example, within the class, so that the teacher can train the children in technology. The children attending Southwest Lawrence Elementary are very much children of the 21st century. We want to prepare them for the challenges ahead. We also have a goal this year to improve our attendance. And this is somewhere that the parents can really help us out. We want to be sure that our number of students who miss 10 or more days comes down significantly. We had 336 students last year at Southwest Lawrence Elementary who missed 10 days or more. And that really is a negative impact on education and on the children. So we're asking parents to help us, and let's get those children to school. We need community help on that.
People don't realize what a day can hold for a child, a crucial day. You don't know what, if you allow the child to miss. Many times parents don't know what opportunities arise that day for that student or how far behind they may fall.
You are exactly right. For example, math, if Johnny misses a math class and he's learning a new skill that day, then when Johnny returns the next day, he's behind. The teacher or the parapro, someone's going to have to remediate Johnny for what he missed. And they're also going to have to help be sure that he doesn't miss those things that day while he's out learning what he missed the day before. So attendance is very important. We really are asking this year for focus on attendance so that parents can help us get those children to school.
So what's your philosophy of education, Ms. Tippett? What would you say if you had to give us that?
I believe that education is the key to the future. I believe that every child can learn. I believe that education makes a huge difference in the quality of life for people. And I believe that as a community and as a concerned citizen, we the adults owe it to our children to ensure that they get the best education possible. I want to tell you a story, Ron. When I was a little girl, I had a brother who was terminally ill. My mother was gone a lot. I have very few memories of her until I was about 8 years old when he passed away. The year I was in 2nd grade, there was a wonderful teacher who took the time to encourage me. I had every sign that I was one of those kids who could fall through the cracks. Education is what made the difference in my life, and specifically one very concerned teacher who went that extra mile. So to cue off or finish off my philosophy of education, if you love a child and you show a child you love them and you care for them and you believe in them, a child will work for you and a child will learn, because I know that from my personal experience. My teacher's name was Rachel Branch, who is a legend in Lawrence County education. I believe Miss Branch taught for over 65 years. She was my second grade reading teacher, and everything I've achieved goes back to that dear lady telling a 7-year-old child, things are going to be okay, you're going to get an education, you can do anything you set your mind to. That's what teachers do. We make dreams achievable.
What a wonderful story.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with everyone. I'm sure people will identify with that. And you know, I encourage people throughout the community, and whatever it may be, students, sporting event, whatever, encourage children. You never know what that positive word could mean to that child, just one positive word.
Exactly. You never know the power of a word. Likewise, we never know the power of a negative word, so we have to be careful with that too.
Right.
But the teachers and staff at Southwest Lawrence Elementary are very positive people,
Yeah.
and we're glad to have our children here, and we're a happy family.
Mhm.
We really are, and I appreciate you coming out and meeting with us
Well,
today.
I've always enjoyed coming out. I enjoyed visiting with you at the middle school as well. But coming out to Southwest, that family feeling, those congenial faces, the smiles, and the children all seem so happy and cared for. And the atmosphere is just so good. I know it's welcoming to you. And
Yes. Mr. Walter, who was a dear friend, Mr. Waldrop and I were childhood friends, actually grew up together. He told me, he said, Aurelia, when you get to Southwest Lawrence Elementary, don't be surprised, you're going to get hugged. And I said, that's fine. And he has been absolutely right, and it makes my day. I am very blessed, because how on earth can you have a bad day when you start your day every day with hugs from children? You just can't.
right, starting off on the right foot. Well, I know we have PTO coming up.
Yes.
And I know you want to invite everyone out. Of course, that'll be a crucial part, and those notes will be going on to people and what have you. But is there any other way or any appeal you may like to make to the community at large in getting involved with Southwest Lawrence? Maybe some things you would need.
We welcome people to come and work with us as volunteers. Now, the Lawrence County Board of Education, because of state rulings, our volunteers do have to pass a background check.
Of course.
That's for all of us. We want our children to be safe, as I'm sure all of your viewers understand. But we welcome parent support, because we really view ourselves as the hub of the Southwest Lawrence community. We are the central focus point for rents and cattle in the outlying areas. So we are a community school, and we are a community family. And we love our parents, we love our kids, and we love our teachers here.
Want to be a part, and I know, and if you want to volunteer, if you want to be a part of Southwest, then go through the board, go through the right channels, and do make a difference in these young students' lives, and possibly help you as well, right?
Yes.
We all need as much support as possible. What a wonderful school. Thank you for allowing us time to come out and congratulate you.
Well, thank you.
And introduce you to possibly some people in the community that may not know you already, and encourage those who already do know you and the professional that you are.
Thank you. It's good to have you out here. The other thing, the most different, you asked me earlier, the most different thing about starting my day is feeding the goldfish. Now, in all these years, as an education person, you wouldn't think about feeding the goldfish, but here at Southwest Lawrence Elementary, we have goldfish, and I feed them every morning.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Riverview Golf Course, located on the beautiful Oconee River, is open to the public 7 days a week from 7 till 7, and you can play all day for just $25. Riverview Golf Course opened in the spring of 1977 and has been enjoyed by thousands since. Come on out to Riverview Golf Course today off Highway 19 at Riverview Drive, just 2 miles off I-16, exit 54. Riverview Golf Course in Dublin, making memories every day.